The sex was consensual.
It was consensual, yes. After an incident, he tried to pay me, and I actually didn't know how to take that. I looked at him and I said, "That's not me. I'm not that kind of girl."
She says she is not that kind of girl, but former Playboy playmate Karen McDougal is now revealing details about her alleged affair with Donald Trump more than a decade ago. And in her first television interview, she addressed the First Lady.
I'm sorry.
Prompter?
I wouldn't want it done to me. I'm sorry.
This Sunday, 60 Minutes will air its interview with Stormy Daniels. Last night, Daniels' attorney tweeted a cryptic picture of a disc, writing, "If a picture is worth 1,000 words, how many words is this worth?" The White House and President's attorney have denied both affairs, but how many of these claims will be too many claims for the more conservative members of Donald Trump's base? Joining me now, Bob Vander Plaats, President and CEO of the social conservative group, The Family Leader, and former Ted Cruz surrogate. Bob, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, it's good to be with you, Katie. Thanks for having me on.
It's good to have you. I want to play you a moment of Donald Trump a second ago when he was announcing that he was going to sign the omnibus bill. Reporters asked him about Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal.
Thank you all very much.
Secretary Schultz, thank you very much.
People lying about the affair?
So the president isn't responding to this. He's been dodging questions on this. There are a lot of folks out there who look towards the evangelical community and wonder why evangelicals are giving him a pass on this sort of stuff.
Well, first of all, I don't think evangelicals are giving him a pass. At least I know that I'm not. What I told Donald Trump a long time ago is that I'd always be a friend to him. And a friend is somebody that will cheer him on when he does right, but also hold him to account when he goes outside. And I've been consistent with that, whether that be with the Hispanic judge, whether that be with Scaramucci, or with other things, the Billy Bush tape, for example.
Yeah.
So I think evangelicals, Katie, are very clear. Adultery is wrong, whether that's with your neighbor, your office worker, or with a porn star. Adultery is wrong.
So then why did 80% of white evangelicals vote for Donald Trump in 2016. The Access Hollywood tape was out. The adultery was an open secret. Why did the family values community decide that Donald Trump was the person to lead this country?
Well, first of all, there's a lot of those who didn't believe that, but those who did.
80% of white evangelicals.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Sure. Probably saw the choice down between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. And what it was, you had a Supreme Court justice vacancy that was open. And I believe what they saw is they needed somebody to take a stand for religious liberty at this point, as well as a host of a lot of other issues. That doesn't mean they should blindly cheer on Donald Trump for everything. There's some things that he's done, whether that recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, having ISIS on the run, a good economy, standing up for the sanctity of human life. Those are good things to cheer him on. But there's also times when you need to hold him to account, and that's being a real friend to the president.
Well, how is he being held to account right now? These affairs are still coming out. It's coming out that he or people around him have paid women to keep their mouths shut. Now they're suing to try and speak. There's still all the allegations of sexual harassment or misconduct that are out there that the president denies, but they keep popping up. He swears in rallies. He denigrates. He's denigrated women in the past. How is he continuing to do all things? Where is the pushback from the evangelical community saying that this is not right? I have to say it's not very loud if it's happening at all.
Well, to give you an example, Katie, if you remember when Scaramucci went on his rant, I called him out very publicly and often about getting rid of Scaramucci. I do agree with you. We do need to have leadership that is modeled in the country today. I think when he's at a Pennsylvania rally and he references your colleague Chuck Todd the way he did, I think that's unacceptable. I believe that if these affairs are true, I believe he should own it. He should confess it. He should say, I'm sorry. He should reach out to Melania and his family. He should also reach out to a country and say he's sorry. In regards to say that's a mark of a leader, to say, hey, I've done wrong. But the heart of our faith is forgiveness. But that forgiveness comes with an acknowledgement and with a confession of saying, you know, I did wrong.
Bob Vander Plaats, it's really great to talk to you. Thank you for coming on.
Good to visit with you. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you. And tonight,